Hi all, welcome to PowerShell for Penetration Testers at Pentester Academy. In this video, let's have a look at loop statements and commandlets in PowerShell. PowerShell supports the following loop statements: while, do until, for, and for each. Let's see couple of these in action. Let's have a look at the while loop. Let's count as 3. Now while $count is greater than equal to 0, let's do this and decrease the value of count with each iteration. As you can see, the loop was executed 4 times because of the condition. Now let's not get into other loops. We all know that, for example, do while executes at least one time. For could be used to mention the initial variable, condition, and the iteration method in a single statement, etc. Let's move to another interesting loop statement called for each. For each is very useful and we will be using it a lot in upcoming scripts. It could be used to iterate through a collection of things or a collection of objects. Let's just list all the processes in PowerShell and store it in a variable. Now we can use for each to work on each of the variables or each object of this collection individually. So as you can see here, we produced a collection of objects, and then using the for each loop statement, we worked on individual object this way. And we can work because PowerShell commandlets return an array of objects. We can use this to iterate through almost any collection of things, be it processes, files, registry keys, memory streams, etc. So that is it for the loops. Now there are two loop commandlets in PowerShell for each object and where object. For each object is almost similar to for each loop, bearing some performance issues, but the way we will be using these, we need not go into those details. For example, we can use the for each object this way. Let's try the process thing again. And sorry, okay, there was a typo. As you can see, using this, we just piped get process to for each object, and for each of the object in the array returned by this get process, we printed out the name. So it is this simple to iterate through a huge collection of objects in PowerShell. Now we can also use the where object commandlet to perform various operations. Let's try this. Let's pipe this list of directories and files to the where object, and in the condition let's specify that list only those files whose name match txt. As you can see, only the txt files have been listed. Again, to get into really specific details about each of the loops or commandlets, make sure to read the help system. Now a quick exercise. Iterate through the processes running on your computer and print the path of the executable for each process. The example we saw a couple of minutes back would be really useful in solving this exercise. Make sure that we need the complete path of the executable which is running as a process. That is all for this video. If you're enjoying your time at Pentester Academy, please do recommend us to your friends and colleagues in information security community.